Losses and crosses, get to the money. Half of y'all niggas be hoes. Stacking and flip it, I trap on the Sunday. Really be selling them bowls. Down bad dust, you sleep on the floor. Remember them days I was broke. Losses and crosses, get to the money. Never switch up on the bro.
What's going on, man? It's your girl TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Listen, I got Memphis in the building. Am I right?
Hey.
Fifth Street Ent checking it. Was good, fellas. How y'all doing?
Y'all good.
Hey, man. Listen, I appreciate you guys being here with me today. Shout out to my dog over there, Queen Rainer. You know what I'm saying? Big things popping, big things popping. So we got to get into this first and foremost. So I'm going to have you guys introduce yourself individually. So we'll start with this handsome young fella over here to my left.
Appreciate it. My name is Jaden. I go by J Fly. That's my rap name.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Miko. You call me Q60 Miko, Lil Miko. It don't even matter.
My name Big Homie, the biggest homie you ever know.
Yeah, you tall. I said that's the first thing I said when he came to the door. Like, please tell me you hoop.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say if you don't hoop, I was about to get really upset. Well, it's definitely nice to meet you guys. Thank you again for being here. You're out here in Atlanta from Memphis. You know, as we know, Memphis produces nothing but superstars, right?
Hits.
Nothing but hits, nothing but superstars. So, but before we get into everything you got going on, I just really want people to understand your journey, because you didn't just wake up and get to where you're at today, right? You put a lot of work in, a lot of grind, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, all that stuff. Facts. So are all of you from Memphis originally?
Yeah.
Man.
Yes.
All right. So we just going to kind of take it and go around, take us back, before music was a passion for you. What did you aspire to do?
I used to want to be like a doctor or something like that.
Well, hold on. What kind of doctor? A gynecologist? Let me find out.
I was going to be an anesthesiologist.
Oh, okay.
They made a lot of bread, but like
Word.
that hat fell off, and started playing the piano,
Okay.
playing different instruments. So
Was that by choice, or was that something like your mom wanted you to do, or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. Like,
Okay.
Because they all play instruments, and then it was like, you got to get on the instrument. So, yeah.
I think that's dope, man, because that really sets you up for what you're doing now.
Right.
You understand how to create music.
Yeah.
A lot of artists that are in this business right now, they know how to rap, but they don't actually know how to construct a song. They don't know how to read music. And I think that's dope that you play instruments before you really got started with what you're doing now. So you wanted to be a doctor. What about you? You wanted to hoop, right?
Nah.
And now you ain't have hoop dreams.
Nah, that's my little brother. But I hoop, though. I ain't doing nothing. I was like a little young entrepreneur. I used to walk dogs, cut grass.
Yeah.
Any little thing for some cash.
I know that's right.
Really anything. Yeah.
But that's dope too, because it sets you up with that hustler mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to do what you want now in this business, we got to do multiple things, and we'll talk about that as well, because I know you guys got other stuff going on as well. So, at a young age before music, you just already had the hustle mentality.
Yeah, I already had it. Was in me, not on me.
I know that's right.
I wanted to be a hooper.
Okay.
I'm the one with the hooper.
You wanted to be the hooper. Okay. Do you still actively play? You still shoot around? You do? That's why you look so nice and slim and trim. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be out there hooping. I'm just so afraid of injuring myself. That's my biggest thing. I've seen so many people get injured and then they can't bounce back from it. I'm like, dang. Yeah. Not that I would hoop necessarily, but I'm just saying certain things like that, boy, them injuries be real. What was it like for you growing up in Memphis?
I'm doing straight like a regular childhood.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
I know Memphis, I've been there, but I've never been there on music business, man. Would you say growing up there really inspired you to do music?
Yeah.
For sure.
I wouldn't say music, but like inspired me to get some money.
Yeah. Because it's a hustler city, right?
Yeah.
Most definitely. What was it like for you growing up in Memphis?
Well, I don't know. I had a couple trials and tribulations, been through a couple things, but I overcame and conquered everything.
Yeah.
I'm here where I'm at now.
Nah, for real. You here to talk about it, bro. And that's the thing, is like no matter what you go through, you had to figure out a way to move differently sometimes, so you don't end up in a bad situation.
Gotta switch it up. Can't stay in the same
spot. Too many people end up losing their lives senselessly, as you guys know very, very well, or sitting down for a long time and never seeing daylight again.
Yeah.
What about you? What was it like for you growing up in Memphis?
I just say it's
Doctor.
Like very blessed. Like just a whole overall experience.
Yeah.
Seen a lot, did a lot, experienced a lot. Yeah, so it's cool.
So how did you three come together to do music? Let's talk about that. Whoever wants to answer that.
Well, Miko started me out, him and my brother. Miko was already recording, going to studios and
Okay.
stuff. One day. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wasn't taking it serious at first. I was just playing around with it.
I think a lot of artists start out that way, to be honest. You know, anything we do, we start out like just kind of testing it out to see if we like it, fooling around a little bit. So what made you decide to start taking it seriously?
Folks started telling me I sound good. And
Yeah.
stuff, and all that stuff like that.
Your ego was stroked. But like, this dude sound good. Okay, maybe I need to start taking it seriously. And for you, you know, what made you decide to start taking it seriously? And let's talk, you know, still about how you guys came together.
All right, so me and Miko, we came together. We had made a song. It's called Like Shiesty, like one of my first songs. The reason I kept rapping it because everybody loved the song.
Yeah.
All the way down to my kids, they love the song. Play the song still to this day.
So it's bigger than you because you have kids.
Yeah, it's bigger than me. I got a house to feed.
Yeah. Do you got any children yet?
no
Do you have any kids yet? Oh, okay. So you guys will at some point in time, and you'll understand what it's like for fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like once you have a child and you get this, it suddenly becomes bigger than you because it's not about just you anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Got more to feed. I got
Man.
more to feed than just me.
Nah, for real. And it's not
For
cheap
real.
either, is it?
Slow feed don't eat.
We got to buy clothes. We got to buy food. When they play sports, you got to pay tuition, all that stuff. Like it's expensive to raise a child, y'all. That's why I only have one. How did you come into the picture with these fellas over here?
Mika had hit me up to do like a video.
Okay.
And, like I had did like another video, but then this video he wanted at the studio, so I put up to the studio, and that was in there freestyling, and we just jumped on the freestyle, and I was like,
Man.
"What's up?"
That's how it started.
So let me ask you this. I know that there's a lot of people that start out working together, but they end up going their own separate ways because one may have a bigger ego than the other. And, you know, they ain't coming to see you, Otis, you know what I'm saying, type of mentality, right? David Ruffin type stuff. How do you guys stay together, stay working together? And I'm sure you don't agree on everything, right? But how do you guys stay balanced with each other?
You gotta talk to each other.
Yeah, communication.
Communication.
We got to remember at the beginning of the day, we started off as brother.
That's right. Exactly. You got to always keep that
we started
first.
off as brother. You know, we all push each other to strive to do better.
Man.
Regardless of how it go or how it turn out.
Nah, for real. How would you answer that? I mean, what does it mean to you to stay, you know, in good communication with these guys?
Just knowing that we all have like minds, the
Yeah.
same goals, and like the same mission on the same hand. So like it all just keep us tied in together because like we know all going to the top.
Absolutely. And I think even though you guys have the same vision, you probably all are slightly different, and that's how you balance each other out. I always heard growing up the opposites attract. I'm like, well, how is it that opposite? But I understand now because you guys balance each other out. Like your stronger point may be this, your stronger point is this, and yours is this. So you guys come together and you balance each other out. And that's what it's all about. It's teamwork, right?
It's all teamwork, yeah.
So when did you three start recording together? About how long ago?
About a month ago.
Okay, so fairly recently.
Yeah, recently.
Man, what's it been like working together?
Bumping.
It's a nice experience.
Bumping.
Would you say working together, and I'll ask you this, would you say working together, are you enjoying that more than to being a solo artist, or are you kind of like on the fence, you want to do both?
I like both.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's like you make a song and then it's like, yeah, and then you go off to the side and he's like, So like, yeah, I enjoy both.
That's dope. What about you?
I enjoy it. I don't know what I enjoy really. It just I sound better with a group of people.
Yeah.
than I do myself.
Does it gives you more of a vibe,
Yeah, more of a
probably.
vibe.
You put you in your comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? I think that's dope. What about you?
Like I said, D, my brother, we all work together. Like, we all work together. I push all on them, regardless they down, up, however they feeling, I'm pushing. We working together. We make great music together by ourselves or together.
Do you ever do stuff and he tells you, nah, bro, that's not it? You need to, okay, what about you? Same thing? You got to do that.
Big brother.
Big brother,
brother.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want a bunch of yes men, yes women around you saying, oh, yeah, that's fire, and it's really not.
Can't agree with everything.
Nah.
Everything don't sound good. Everything don't sound good.
Who engineers your music?
Yeah, my boy Fat Boy.
Oh, okay, so you got your whole crew with you today. That's what I'm talking about. You got to have somebody solid on your team to get your sound right. Because you three collectively can be really dope artists, right? You can really deliver your music, but if you don't have a great engineer to bring it to life, it don't even matter.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Facts.
Because I've heard some songs where I'm like, yo, the artist can really rap. They're really dope, but the mix sounds like trash. You know what I'm saying? So how did you guys link up with your engineer?
Really, I've been doing it since 3rd grade.
Oh, okay. So that's like family.
Yeah.
That's your brother for real. That's really dope, man. Taking it back to Memphis, you know, I know I'm not there the way you guys are, but of course, you know, I know a lot of people from the city, and, you know, I keep in tune with what's going on, man. What's the music scene like out there for independent artists like yourself come up in the business? I'll let you answer that.
It's a lot of different styles, a lot of different genres. I say, really,
Is there like events and stuff that go on, like, you know, platforms for independent artists to get involved with?
It's a small underground scene. I don't think it's like as big as it should be.
Yeah.
With like as much talent that's there, because like it's not enough underground talent now.
Right. Absolutely. So what are some of the things that you're doing right now in your city? I know, and it's great that you guys are leaving your city and coming out to Atlanta, right? But you also want to still, you know, make moves in your own city. What are some of the things that you're doing in Memphis right now to get your brand, your name, your music out there?
So like right now, I'm trying to work on that little clothing line. I got one of them called Whole Thing for the men.
Okay.
And I got another one called Snotty Thotty for the girls.
You said a snotty thotty.
Yeah, Snotty Thotty. You know,
You ain't nothing but a snotty thotty.
it's it. It's eating his
What? So that one is not launched yet?
Not lunch. It's in the process.
Do you have the logo already created for it?
We working on this still.
Okay,
too.
we ain't gonna give y'all snotty hot snot. Wait, so what is
Snotty
snotty?
thotty.
Snotty thotty. Too much information. I said a snotty hottie. That could be the spinoff.
That can be a spin zone.
Right,
There,
you know what I'm saying?
You can remix it.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know, in this business, you got to have multiple hustles, right? We cannot just do one thing in life. He talked about he's got some merch on the way. What else do you aspire to do, or are you already working on besides your music?
Right, I'm trying to start my own clothing line.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just working like 2 jobs.
Yeah.
I'm a big time gambler.
Listen, you gotta do that because you gotta fund your career somehow, right? And I respect that, because I honestly didn't leave working my job until I was I'm in my 40s now. I'm an OG, y'all, but I didn't leave my job until in my late 30s because I had to do what I had to do. I had to raise my son. I had to make sure, you know, stuff was taken care of before I took that next step. Everybody's timing's different though. It could happen for you. How old are you?
22.
See, it could happen for you at 23. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so clothing line is something that you aspire to do, having your own merch and stuff like that. What about you?
I'm in school and I do photography on the side.
That's dope. I was going to ask you, because I know you said earlier he wanted you to do a video. I was going to ask you, do you actually film as well?
Yeah, so I film and like take photos.
Dope. That's a great business, bro, because there's always a need for it. Let me ask.
It's just like being in a creative scene.
Yeah, you have to have a creative space and be in a creative scene. So let me ask you, have you dived into doing like live streaming?
I want to live stream on the game, but like I haven't set it up yet.
Well, let me throw this out there to you, since you do photography and videography, right? Live streaming is a big business, and I'll elaborate a little bit. For events, weddings, funerals, there's a lot of stuff, especially since COVID hit. A lot of people are mindful of how many people, you know, they don't want to do big gatherings, or maybe they got elderly relatives who can't come and attend. You can set up and live stream the whole event. These people are getting paid a lot of money to do stuff like that. So if you got a camera, that might be a side hustle for you if it's something that you desire to do. Somebody's having a wedding and they're like, man, my grandma can't make it. You can go live stream the whole event so granny can watch it from home. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's another side hustle. So just something to think about, throw it out there, because, there's so many platforms now that you can live stream on, of course, YouTube, Twitch, all them. So just to throw that out there. When can we expect your brand to launch? Sometime this year?
Yeah, sometime, like, I want to say like May, June.
Okay.
Like right when summer hit.
Yeah, that's a good time to launch it.
Right when summer hit, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get it out there as fast as I can.
Nah, for
Gotta
real.
Make sure it's correct and right. Though.
Yeah, you don't want to rush the process.
Yeah,
you want to trust it.
Yeah, you want to trust the process, not rush the process.
What are some of the things that we can expect under your clothing line? Like shirts, hats. What all you gonna have?
Shirts, hats. I'm trying to find somebody to make some shoes too.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, trying to get a little shoe thing going too. I want like the whole from the top of the head to the bottom of my feet, the whole fit.
Socks too.
Socks too.
Please have some dope socks.
Everything.
Some stuff for the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
stuff for the
Little crop
ladies,
hoodies and all that stuff.
Kids too. Like I said, I got 3 babies, so I got to do something for the kids too. They got to have a little merch for them too.
Yeah, you can't leave the babies out. You know what I'm saying? Because other people rocking your brand, man. That's gonna be your biggest promotion right there. And you want to roll up wearing your own brand as well. You want to wear the brand that pays you.
Facts.
Do you have ideas already in store for what you want to do?
Nah, that's the only thing. I don't got no idea.
Okay, well, listen, you got time.
Yeah, plenty of time.
You put all that together. The thing about what I've learned about branding and merch and stuff like that, you got to think from the consumer standpoint. What would you want to wear? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of artists, I see them put out shirts with their name on it. That's cool, but slick. Not too many people gonna want to rock around with your name on it. Just keeping it G or my name or anybody else's name, right? So you got to think of something that you would want to wear as a consumer. If somebody else was selling a shirt, be like, would I buy that and wear that? So just think about it from that standpoint. Think about it from the hustler's standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Because we all want to feel good, right? We all want to look like we making money and doing our thing, right? So just think about it from that standpoint and take your time with it. Get you a dope graphic designer to design your logo for you so it looks good. And then you can always start out with, there's places like Shopify and Spreadshirt and I think it's Printify where you can do print on demand. So you ain't got to necessarily stock all your inventory up front because that can become expensive. You got to find a place to store all your stuff. So you could start out doing print on demand. Like if I want to buy one of your shirts, I go to your website, but like Shopify is going to print it out and send it to me and you make a profit off of it. You get what I'm saying? So just to throw some ideas out there for you. You know what I'm saying?
Free game.
Big facts. We dropping jewels and gems. You dig? What brought you guys out here to Atlanta?
We had a studio session yesterday. We just catching the vibe at the club.
Okay. What studio did you guys go to?
Death Star.
What was it?
Death Star.
There's so many of them out here that it's like I can't keep up. What was the vibe like for you?
The vibe was there.
Yeah. Did you engineer the session? No. Okay. So you guys had it. So one of their engineers.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you was in there monitoring, making sure everything was going smooth, right? Oh, that's good, man. And I'm sure you got to be critical about that because some of these engineers, I ain't trying to throw no shade, but I'm going to throw some shade, is they just there literally to push buttons. They don't want to get themselves involved whatsoever. And I'm just like, then obviously that's not your passion. Go find another job. So the vibe was dope for you. How was the experience for you?
The experience was great. My brother and them got to record. We got a studio session later on this afternoon, so I get to record and catch the same vibe they catch
at the same spot.
I think so. I believe so.
Okay, dope. What was it like for you recording out here in Atlanta?
It was a vibe. It was my first time being in a big studio.
Okay,
So, it was different.
Okay, what did you take from that? Did you being in that big studio, being in that vibe, did that just like pipe you up even more?
Pipe me up.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does, man. Because once you experience that, you're like, man, this is what I want to do forever.
It feels good.
It feels real good. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So back in your city, what are some of the things that, you're currently doing? We talked about it. What are some of the things that you're doing to really make sure that your name, your face, and your music is out there?
I just make sure I hit the social medias, looking fly. I'll be on TikTok. Just going out like different places, like different parties, popping up to
networking and
just putting my face out there in the streets. So, what you do? So.
Do you dance?
I can dance a little.
I was gonna say you look like you could bust a move, man.
Just
Slick. There's just something about you. Your look. You look like you could dance.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Dougie.
Hey, that's a lot of times what stuff makes stuff go viral is them dances, right? You know what I'm saying? When you get in the studio and record, man, like what do you like the vibe to be like? And I'll elaborate a little bit. Some artists, they like, not many people there. They just kind of want, maybe 1-2 other people there so they can really focus. Some people like a whole gang of people there. What do you prefer?
As long as I can pretty much like shut out and like put the headphones in and just be completely locked in with the beat, like it's pretty much like all I look for.
You got tunnel vision?
Yeah, but like the vibe can't be up. Like it can't just be like weird. I don't know, like weird people in there. Like I don't know.
Listen, I totally get it. The energy has to be right.
Like totally.
Yeah, because it's a distraction when it's not.
Then they'll have me feeling all type of like, whoa, like what's going on? But if it's good vibes, like happy, that's straight.
I know that's right. What about you, man? What do you like when you step in the studio?
It just depends. Like
How you feeling?
yeah, how I'm feeling that day.
Yeah.
If it's a big crowd, like it gotta be my people. If it's your people, I won't feel comfortable.
Nah, for real. Exactly. Listen, I totally get it. That's how I am too with this. You know what I'm saying? It's like I like to respect my neighbors, but I also too I don't need 20 people hovering over me that I don't know. It kind of takes you outside your comfort zone a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right. You want to have the people around you because you know what happens, and I'm sure you guys see it and experience it. When you start bringing too many people in that you don't really know, one of them other knuckleheads is gonna be the one to do something dumb and put you guys in a bad position. So it's like even when you really start popping and you get to a higher level, keep your circle tight and small.
Always.
Because it's going to be one of them other people who want to tag along that's going to do something dumb and put you guys in a bad situation. So keep your circle tight. I'm talking to you like I'm your mama. Don't have too many people around you, baby. Be careful out there, okay? No, that's dope, man. So this year, 2022, man, we in March, not too far into the year. What can we expect from you coming the rest of this year? I know you got the merch on the way.
Heat, nothing but heat. The merch, music, just all of the above.
Yeah.
Just all of the above. I'm ready to drop. I'm ready
Nothing
to
but
show
pressure.
I'm ready to put everything out there. All I got.
Yeah.
I'm putting my all into it.
I could tell. I could tell there's a passion for you.
Yeah,
It's radiating off of you. What about you, man? Like, what can we expect from you the rest of this year musically?
Heat.
Yeah.
Straight heat. Straight heat.
All kinds of pressure.
Yep.
Heat. What about you?
We have the collaboration project coming up.
Okay, that's fire.
Some dope singers and just fire music.
So let's talk about the collab project a little bit. Do you know how many songs that you're gonna put on it yet?
Yeah, it's like 12.
Okay, that's good. All right. Is each song that's on there, are all three of you on, or is it kind of just mixed and mashed a little bit?
I think like 3 of us, all of us on it.
Oh, okay.
Our individual singles.
So there's gonna be some individual songs as well. That's hard.
Yeah, we
You
just
got
doing it together. We know what I'm saying. We, like I said, again, we push each other.
nah
We
for
don't,
real.
like how you said, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to leave nobody out. I don't want to leave my brother no matter.
Nah, and
We all
don't
gonna ride together in the car.
don't ever let nothing come between you guys.
Not at all.
Man, because there's so much bad business out here. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of snakes. Sometimes it be the people that are around you that really slick don't want to see you win. I'm sure you've experienced that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, again, you got to keep your circle tight. But yeah, don't let nobody, no female, no nobody, no nothing come between you guys, man.
Not at
Because
all.
yeah, you got to keep uplifting each other. What are some of the things that you want to do for the rest of the year that, you know, maybe you haven't had a chance to do, but you're ready to experience?
Shows.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like just popping out. Yeah.
Have you done some performances yet?
Not recently, but I've done like some performances.
Okay.
But I'm looking for like pack shows,
Yeah.
crowd jumping, screaming your song.
So with that, you gotta, it's a process. You gotta start out small. And it's going to build. It's going to come to that point to build your fan base. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with, and I'm sure Queen Rainer can tell you that, you know, he's been doing this for a long time. Like, bro, like, we all want instant gratification. But some people, like I said, it could happen for you next year. Or it could be another 5-6 years. Are you guys prepared to stay down for that?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
I know you have kids, so that's probably one thing that's keeping you focused, right?
Yeah, they push me every day. Every day.
Yeah.
They want to hear something new. They ready for me to come on now and ready to hear the song I'm finna drop.
I know. What's keeping your mind right? What's keeping you focused and staying like focused on your music and not getting involved with stuff that's going to get you in trouble? Like, what's keeping you focused?
The money.
Yeah.
The money vision.
I know that's right. Trying to get to the bag.
Trying to get the bag.
What about you? What's keeping you focused?
I just want to take care of my peoples. Like,
Yeah.
So I feel like I owe my moms and grandmas a lot, my brothers.
Yeah.
Being the oldest, so like feel like I owe them like the world. And then that and just like people saying you can't do it, and it's like I can do it. So like, I keep that chip on my shoulder as well.
Nah, for real. And there's going to be a lot of that along the journey because not everybody sees your vision the way you see it. Maybe not anybody at all, because they're not in your head. They can't see what you see. Not everybody's meant to go with you. Sometimes you got to leave people behind unapologetically. Yeah. It's not personal. It's just a business move. Fact. You know, and if they get upset about it, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep it moving.
They weren't really for you.
And they not really for you. No. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna learn a lot of that along your journey. You guys said you got another session later on today, so you're gonna be recording today. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna be recording?
No, I ain't gonna record today.
Okay. Did you record yesterday?
Yeah, I recorded.
I got you. So it's all about you today, bro.
Nah, it ain't all about me. I'm finna go in there and record my song, and then if we have enough time left, we gonna do another song together.
Right. So let's talk about your creative process. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
I always like talking about this because every artist is different, right? Mm-hmm. Some artists write. Mm-hmm. Some artists just get in there and freestyle. Some do a little bit of both. How does your music come together? And I know it can vary depending on your vibe and your mood and your energy, but on the norm, how does your music come together?
Well, as soon as I hear the beat, anybody in the room can tell you. I'm gonna hop on it. Freestyle, can bust it whenever you ask me to. Yeah. Whenever you ask me to. I just love I got the passion for music. Yeah. And don't nothing really too much get in my way when I get behind that mic. Right. When I get behind that mic, it's me and that mic. I gotta make love to it.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I gotta make love to it.
That's your wifey right there. You know what I'm saying? That's bae right there. I ain't never heard no one refer to it that, but I love it. Yeah. This bae right here, I love you. You're so beautiful. Look at you, looking all delicious. What about you, man? Like, what's your creative style for putting your music together?
I like to write. I mean, I can punch in, but when I write, it's better.
Yeah.
I can read it better.
Right.
I say my words better.
I got you. And I think, to me, that's a gift right there, because there's some people who write their music, but they don't deliver it good because it seems scripted. They're like reading it from their phone and it doesn't seem organic. So if you're able to write your music and still read it and deliver it organically, that's a gift right there. Appreciate. Honestly, what about you?
Normally involves like feeling the beat, like just getting the vibe of the beat, listen to the song a couple times. I'll write like sometimes, but then I go in there and then I like change everything up. It's like, yeah.
It's what your energy, what you feeling.
But I still end up using like what I said, just not like where I put it, like in the
right.
In the writing.
Or you might switch it up a little bit. Yeah. I think it's no different than like film, right? And we'll talk about that as well, because that might be an interest, especially for you, since you do film and stuff like that. You know, like these movie roles, I don't think you don't necessarily have to follow the script exactly. You can kind of make it your own, so it's more organic, but still kind of sticking to the script. So it's similar to you with your music.
Definitely.
Does film interest you at all?
Yes, I want to be behind the camera as well as like an actor as well.
Okay. Listen, that's a big business, because one thing that's really different of film versus music is film, the budget's always there. You're going to always get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like in music, you're not going to always get paid. Right. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to do free stuff along the way, even though we don't want to, but that builds you up to getting paid. With film, there's typically always a budget there, because, you know, people ain't going to pull up and act and do all this stuff for free, right? What about you? Does film interest you at all?
I like music. I like the music scene. I'm gonna let anybody who like to act and go on act. I don't do no acting.
So you could take it from another perspective. You could have your music in film. Yeah, because that's a check too, right there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what about you? Acting? No, that's not you.
I don't know how to act. I mean, I took acting class, but
did you really?
It didn't work for me.
It wasn't for you. Listen. That's the thing about life, is we're going to test out different things. I don't really like to say try, because when you try, it don't work. You're just going to test out different things, right? Mm-hmm. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's for you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to college.
Okay. What did you get? Did you get your degree?
No, I didn't get my degree.
Me neither. Give me some. Listen, bro, like, you know, different strokes for different folks. I'm gonna tell you like what really changed my mindset. First of all, I had my son like right after I graduated high school. So I was a single mom, like literally right after high school. And I remember I started college And the dude who was doing our orientation said to me, it's not always about what you know, it's about who you know. Yeah. And I said, well, then why am I here if it's not about what I know? You get what I'm saying? Like, I got a hustler mentality. You feel what I'm saying? So if you go to college, that's great. I'm not knocking it, but it just wasn't for me either.
Well, for me neither.
What about you?
Yeah, I tried to go to college, but you hear me? I don't put it like this. See, after my mom pushed me to go to college, I went to college on my birthday.
Yeah.
The first day was on my birthday, so I wanted to feel. I snuck out. I had left to school, had got a little shot to pick me up. And,
no, you didn't.
I was gone.
No, you didn't.
I was gone.
You had other things on your mind.
Yeah,
I know that's right. What about you?
I had went like coming directly out of high school, but then I wasn't feeling it because like I wasn't in there for like the right stuff. I was in there. For
I think that's a big part of it.
So I took like 2 breaks, and then I came back and I went back for like film. So like trying to get back. And then
right.
It just feels like more comfortable.
Exactly. I think if you go for something that's like more of a trade school kind of, I guess you would call
like
it,
hands-on type
where
stuff.
you're completely focusing on what you want to go for. Like, you don't want to go to college and take cooking classes if that's not your passion as an elective. You want to go, if you want to be an audio engineer, let me just get straight to the audio engineer part. I don't need all the extra stuff that's not going to benefit me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why a lot of people don't stick around, because you end up going for stuff that you don't have a desire or passion for.
Gotta find your passion.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about that real quickly, and then we're going to get up out of here. I think that sometimes our passion is different than our purpose in life, right? Your passion is music, but that may not necessarily be your purpose in life. Your purpose may be for you to do music, but then help others could be your purpose. You get what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? Do you feel like music is your passion and your purpose?
I mean, music my passion. It got a little bit of purpose to it, but like how you said, helping folks, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
And
I figure because you're a dad.
Yeah, I help a lot of people out regardless of what it is. I get last dollar in my pocket to whoever need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Work my off to get whatever else I need, you know what I'm saying?
And it makes you feel good too, and you don't do it because you expect stuff in return.
No. You never should expect stuff in return.
No, we don't get our blessing from man. We get it from God, right?
From God, yeah.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day.
Facts.
He blessed me. He woke me up this morning.
No,
it's the blessing right there.
That's a huge blessing.
Yeah.
What about you? Would you say music is your passion and your purpose, or?
No, reason it really not my passion. I just like to help people.
Okay.
My friends and stuff, I take care of them.
Man, you a good friend.
Appreciate it.
What about you?
Music is my passion, but I feel like my purpose is just like to spread like positive energy and
Yeah.
just like helping as many people as I can to like find that light inside themselves.
Absolutely. Music is like a gateway, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to get to do other stuff. If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
I don't even know.
You don't even know? What about you?
Like I said on the biggest homie, you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it all the way straight.
He a player, huh?
Just a little bit of
Yeah, I already know you got film and photography and stuff, so that's something that you are doing and would be doing if music wasn't there, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys worked with other artists in your city besides each other?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Just really focusing on getting your stuff out there right now. If you could share the stage with somebody, who would it be? And it could be anybody, not even somebody from your city.
Money bag, yo.
For me, a legend, Project Pat.
Project Pat.
I've
had both of them on my show before. Shout out to Moneybag Yo. Shout out to my bro, Project Pat. Who would it be for you?
The only person that can come to name is like Drake.
Oh, that's a big one. I ain't had him on my show yet. Gonna throw it out there in the universe. He gonna be on here one day. Facts.
Get them in there.
And that's what I love about what I do, because I like working with artists that are on the rise. Like when I did Moneybag Yo's interview, it's at least, I'm guessing 6 or 7 years ago, before he really was like popping the way he was. And then me and Bigger Rankin hosted his listening party that same night. And shortly after, I seen him blowing up. I was like, man, I love being a part of artist journey. Just like you guys. When you guys had them platinum plaques, I'd be like, I interviewed them first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, is just working with people just like Quinn Raider. He understands. You work with independent artists. You help out a lot of independent artists. You want to be a part of their journey, because once they get to Drake's level, they slick don't need someone like me. It'd be nice to have him here, but you get what I'm saying. Anything else you guys got coming up? I know you're working on this project together. Anything else you got coming up that you want to let everybody know about?
No, but the project got a couple music videos coming up.
Okay. Most definitely. What about you? You got the clothing line in the works?
Got the clothing line in the work. Yeah, I'll be on the way for that. You know what I'm saying? That's slowly in motion. And I got kind of working on a little album on the slick.
Yeah.
On the slick. Ain't got no name. I ain't gonna let them know too much.
You can't. Because you know how people are. People be taking your ideas and taking credit for it.
Yeah, and try to take credit for it and run with it. They can't run with it. They gonna
Nah,
snatch
for
it back and
real.
go and put it back in my pocket. They can't have it.
Until it's like signed, sealed, and delivered, like in writing, you cannot put it out there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, they will take your ideas and swear they came up with it.
That's why I locked up in the vault. Can't nobody get it.
What about you, man? Like anything else you got coming up, you know, that you want to share with everybody?
Nah, just more heat on the way.
So with you doing film and photography, do you do like photo shoots and stuff right now?
Absolutely.
You do a lot of that stuff in your city?
Yeah.
Man, that's dope, bro. How did you get into that?
Originally, it started for like myself. Like I was like, I want to like take pictures of myself. And then I was like, hold on.
I'm pretty good at
Yeah,
this.
I take pictures of like everybody.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
You have to have content because if you don't document it, it didn't happen. You could talk about it all day long, but unless people see it, they don't really believe it. So taking them photos, you know, doing videos. Do you guys do any type of vlogging at all? Like are you documenting your trip that you're here?
We did a little bit.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Just a little bit of. Just a
Yeah,
little bit of. We
you ain't gotta overdo it.
Yeah,
but
we got a little footage.
yeah, make sure you do. Just like when you guys get in the studio tonight, get a little bit of footage. You know.
Oh yeah, we get plenty of footage in the studio.
Yeah.
That's like we said. That's what we vibe at.
Yeah.
Because when you guys, and we're claiming it, when you guys make it to the levels of the Waynes and the Drakes and the little babies and stuff like that, people want to look back and see your journey. That's where a lot of these big artists, they do documentaries, right? And fortunately, they caught a lot of content on film, so they were able to add it to the documentary. So that's definitely what you guys want to do, man. Before we get up out of here, there's 3 things we got to do. Anything else that you guys want to share before we get into the last part? We're going to give out the social media and all that.
I mean, they really just more heat on the way for everybody who listening. More heat is on the way.
Shout out to Quinn Rainer, man. How did you guys link up with him?
Man, through our manager over there, man. You hear me? Hey, Quinn Rano, that's a good dude, man. All 3 of them men stand over there.
I could tell, man. Like they got great energy. Like I'm like completely loving the vibe. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Honestly, there's some people that I've had to put people out before because I just didn't like their energy, and I'm not afraid to tell them y'all got to go.
Hey, get up out of here.
Because you don't want that type of energy around you. It'll affect your whole everything. So before we get up out of here, man, 3 things we got to do, and I'll start with you, and we'll go around the room, man. Tell everybody where they can follow you and keep up with you on your social
You
media.
can follow me on Facebook at Big Homie the Don. You can follow me on Instagram at Big Homie Bo, 2 M's. I got another artist jump with 2 eyes. Follow me.
All right, you follow me on IG _Lil Miko.
I like that too, and you got the chain, so people know, hey, this Miko right here. You dig?
On Facebook, Miko Young. Is it?
On IG, it's NCIJFly. And Facebook, you can just type in Jaden Lane.
You said NCI.
Yeah.
What's that stand for?
No Compass Entertainment.
Okay,
or
dope.
Industries.
That's okay. Something like that. Man, next thing I got to do, man, I always like this, you know, we got to give people their flowers while they here. We got to show love, pay homage. Who do you want to shout out to?
Man, I want to shout out everybody in me. Everybody who done rode me this whole way. All my homeboy and them. All my homeboy and them who gone. Who watching over me right now. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah, most definitely. And they
Yeah, them
are.
angels.
They here with you.
Yeah, they here with me.
Nah, for real. You
Pushing.
feel it, don't you?
Yeah, I feel it. They
Isn't
pushing.
it amazing how it's not amazing when we lose someone, but it's amazing the sense of clarity that we get from it.
Because they not here where we at. I ain't going to say like, you know what I'm saying, where we here at it just like heaven, but we kind of living in here a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Then when they ain't here, you know what I'm saying, they got it good. They don't go through what we go through.
Right. And it
Facts.
gives you a new perspective on life. Like, man, life is really short,
Hey,
man.
life's
Like,
short. You got to enjoy it while you got it.
absolutely.
Take every risk. Whatever risk you don't feel like
Oh, he a
taking,
risk
take
taker.
it.
I rock with you.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
a risk
I take
taker
risks.
too,
I
bro.
take risks every day.
You got to.
Got to.
You'll never, ever, ever level up. I actually posted on my story. I don't mean to get on too much of a sidebar, but I posted on my story is, you know, I'm a risk taker too. You have to take risk in life because I think that's how God's going to bless you, because he going to see you really out here making efforts to do different stuff. And then another thing too is we have to learn to adapt to our environment without getting comfortable. People get stuck in their old ways of doing stuff, and then they wonder why they're complacent and they're not moving. Like 2 Chainz said, get on board or get left behind. Like some people are like, oh, I don't like autotunes. If that's what's trending right now, then you better throw a little autotunes on your song.
Throw it on there.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to take them risks.
Yeah, you got to take our reason, man.
Facts. Who you want to shout out to?
Man, shout out to Memphis. Shout out my family. Shout out my nigga Big Tay. He ain't in here right now. Lil Steve and Lil Cam. Shout out all my niggas.
Yeah, most definitely. What about you, bro?
Just shout out No Compass. And shout out everybody that's been a part of this journey. And shout out to everybody who woke up blessed.
Word. Now, the most important part of this, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. We are live and direct on the industry's most wanted podcast with your girl, TampaMystic. So I got to know from each and every one of you, what makes you the industry, the big homie over there, what makes you the industry's most wanted?
Man, Jay, when you see me, I got the image, I got the look, I got the sound, I got everything everybody looking for. I'm him.
Him. You him.
Yeah, I'm him. I'm the big dude.
Right. Shout out to Big Dude, my bro, Big Boogie too, man.
Yeah, shout out to Big Boogie, man. He from the M2.
I just did his interview like recently, and he was one of the most livest. Like he danced for me. He did the whole night. It was so dope.
Dude got great
Big
energy,
dude,
man.
he
I
does.
need a feature with dude ASAP.
Right. Hit Leon Porter. That's the manager. I connect you. I got you, bro. What makes you the industry's most wanted?
Man, Mr. Pop your shit, man. I'm gonna give me some money, man.
Nah, for real. Get that bag. You dig?
Go.
Last but not least over here, like I know you can dance a little bit. I ain't gonna make you do it today. You know what I'm saying? Tell us why you're the industry's most wanted.
Industry's most wanted because like my name J Fly, the flies.
He the flyest, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You a ladies man?
Yeah, I like the ladies.
Are you shy?
Just a little bit.
I could tell.
You making me nervous.
I swear I try not to make people nervous. You know what I'm saying? I just like to have fun with it, man. Well, listen, it was definitely a pleasure to have you guys here. Shout out to your guys that are over here with us today, man.
Shout out Quinn Rano, man. Shout out Tony Nova. Shout out OG back there, man.
You dig? So we up out of here, y'all. Industry's most wanted.
Feel street.